Right, hello guys. This isn't like my normal videos, but I want to bring up a topic, a very deep topic. So basically, there was an incident in year 5 or 6. By the way, this is going to be a warning for bullying and basically beef between children. But it was an incident that kind of scarred me for life and also got me blamed. I was blamed as the bully in this situation, but a lot of things happened behind the scenes that no one else saw, and technically I wasn't just a bully. Technically we're both bullying each other, which means technically we're both bullies or we're both victims. And people go, don't tell the story wrong, don't lie. This is going to be the entire truth of my side of the story. If the girl responds, her name's April, if she responds, well then mate, I'm going to block you. Because, right, I have every right to, like, speak out about it because, like, every time I get into, like, a fight with my friends, they always go, oh, imagine being a bully. Like, I'm not though. She also bullied me. So that's what we're going to be discussing in today's videos. So I'll explain the incident that happened. So, in year 6 or 5, forgot which one, because I don't have a very good memory, but I had a girlfriend called Ailey, and basically I loved her really much, right? And then this girl, April, started flirting with her and kind of trying to take her away from me when I was with her, hanging out with her. And, like, I was bullied for 3 years, so, like, I don't want to vent on you guys, because you're, like, my fans, you know what I mean? I don't want to do that to you, like, bro, I'm just trying to be positive on this account and be a fun creator. But, right, and then I finally start socialising, and then she takes the opportunity away. And the worst part is she claims, I got bullied too. But you didn't. The people that got it most bad were me and Alicia, one of my old friends. Me and her got bullied together. I actually started getting angry about the fact that she was doing this to my girlfriend, basically. And at the time, I started going through puberty and having periods and all that stuff. So my mood swings were, like, worse than what they had because I developed proper early. So then, I had bad, like, anger issues. Like, not anger issues because I don't have anger issues, but you know what I mean? Like, bad mood swings that cause me to, like, lash out at people. And I threatened to batter her, basically. I think that's what I said. But I kind of had a right to, because, like, I finally started socialising and feel like I could be safe around someone, and then bang, she takes it away. Like, that's, like, what I don't get. Like, mate, like, I finally actually come out my shell, and then you take it away. And then, right, and then she goes crying to her mummy, right, and then her mum comes in and says, I'm going to phone police on you, to me. But as a 10 to 11 year old girl, that's going to make you cry, right? Am I not wrong? Like, if you was 11 to 10 year old or 10 to 11 year old, would you cry if someone said you're going to jail and getting the police on you? Now, I understand I should not have said that to her, but she should not have been, like, doing this to me, you know what I mean? And then, behind the scenes, things actually went on. So the teacher made me and Ailey break up, and also she kind of a bit homophobic, and I'm going to call her name out, you know what, Miss Woods / Phipps, Mrs. Phipps technically, because she was married. That's what happened over them, like, 2 years, she got married. But she said to me and Ailey, best friends, girl best friends, aren't supposed to date. What you supposed to mean, you homophobic cow? You know what I mean? Like, that was weird as well, the teacher being homophobic to be my girlfriend. That, like, bruh. And I kind of, like, lashed out a bit, because the teachers neglected me for years, bro. Like, I told the teacher when I started getting bullied, they said, oh, we'll sort it out. They never did. That was in year 3 or something. Then in year 4, it was gonna get sorted out. COVID happened, so then I couldn't, like, do anything because of COVID. Then year 5, it continued, so I was just like, mate, well, what's the point? And I finally went crying to my mum, and my mum had to do something about it. In year 5, the situation of me and getting bullied, me and my best mate were getting bullied. Not April, Alicia. Me and her got bullied for years together. And basically we went through it together and all that. Also in background, other things were happening, but I do not feel comfortable sharing that. Maybe when I'm an adult or something, I might share that on YouTube, but for now that will not be getting shared. But, like, as soon as something happened to her, the teacher started listening and started sorting me bullying her out. But when me and my best mate got bullied for 3 years, and I kept telling teachers they did bullshit. So, you know what I mean? That's a bit weird. But things went on behind the scenes, but I was the bully when things went, like, it was like, well, hold up, I got bullied, and when I lash out, like, my bullies were on me, I get in trouble, but, like, you should have done something about my bullying to the, like, you know. So I started beefing with a lot of girls in my year group now, because, like, they was all friends and they all started attacking me, basically. They all started bullying me, and the only 3 people that stayed with me were Megan, Alicia, and myself. And I beefed with them. I called them a ginger cow, because there was a ginger girl called Amelia. I called her a ginger cow. She got teacher on me. I told teacher, I said, fuck off, you bitch, I have emotions. Sorry for language, but that's what I said straight up to teacher, because she yelled at me for crying. She yelled at me for being a child crying because she's getting yelled at. No, I'm being tested for autism, and, well, a symptom of autism is struggling with, like, loud noises. So I have a right to cry. But it caused, like, a lot of beef and drama to go on. In year 6, I'm 11-year-old, going through puberty, and I'm beefing with a bunch of girls because they don't know how to keep their mouth shut and don't know how to, like, bro, just don't leave me out is, like, the option. So now we're going to look at my old YouTube channel, Glamrock Wolfie. You can check it out yourself. By the way, the videos are so cringe. But at the time, I was proud of them. And then she goes ahead and comments that. Like, just don't come in my comments and comment that, you know what I mean? Like, you're just basically bullying. And then you're going to bully me for, like, posting stuff when your profile picture is that. It's a bit dramatic, love. Like, she bullied me. Like, she bullied me online. And I didn't tell anyone because of the bullying incident. No one sorted out anyway. Next one. Right, let's go on the next one. This is her first account, which I will be referencing again in the future. But it says, best, crossed out, worse. And I don't know, right? Like, why are you commenting on my videos? Just leave my videos alone. At the time, I was proper proud of this. But then she went, it's my... And what's it called? It's my sister. And it pissed me off because I don't care. You should... Why is your sister on your phone? Right, in this one she put, your other video at the park with Haley made me cry because it hurt me after what happened at school. But, like, that's my girlfriend. I have a right to hang out with my girlfriend and post her online, you know what I mean? With her consent, yeah. I'm allowed to, and I was 11 at the time, you know what I mean? I was allowed to have a girlfriend and post YouTube videos with her. And I didn't want people knowing about this incident. Like, I was so insecure about this incident because I felt like I deserved to be fucking tormented over it. And, like, I didn't want others to know. But she comments anyway about it online for everyone to see. Like, this is not a private account. The next one says, not scary at all. I made a cringiest jump scare video. But at the time, when I was 11-year-old, I was proud of that. You know what I mean? Like, I actually thought I did a good job and that I was going to be famous for it. And you're turning a child down for being, like, me and not having a talent, basically. It's stupid. So, this was me in, like, year 6, I think. I had short hair, right? And then she made a video on her YouTube channel, which intrigued me. This is it. By the way, in the next video, there's a character with short hair that looks a lot like me, even though it's not got details. By the way, I think this is in year 7, the vent video she made, but the character looks like me, and also, what things she says in it, like, you should not be saying this online about someone. But I'll show you what.
Why don't you tell us how you feel?
Please note that this were in year 7, but I was trying to comfort her. Even though we had beef, I was trying to comfort her, and she turned me down. Like, I offered to vent, like a person to vent to, and you turned me down. How's that my problem?
But you won't. They never do. You think you're so much better.
But here's the thing, right? Even if it's not at me, it says it's aimed, and then it mentions a boy in the later. But, right, you don't have a right saying that about someone, like, you think you're better than me. How do you know that? They act like that, but how do you think that? Like, they might not think that. That's the thing.
Than me. Because you don't deal with the things I do.
Even if this vent isn't aimed at me, it's still saying, right, you don't deal with the things I do. But how do you know that person who you're aiming this at doesn't struggle with, like, mental health issues? You can't assume things. That's the thing that pisses me off. You can't assume this person doesn't have mental health issues. That's the thing that got me with her when she started venting online. Is like, why are you venting online? Vent like me or something. I actually offered in year 7 and she turned me down. But I'll show you the rest, actually.
You're not insecure about yourself.
Again, I'll say it again. You can't assume something is alright with people. People put on fake smiles. People act like they're okay when they're not. So she can't just assume things about this person she's on about. By the way, she says it's Ames, but she don't specify who. So it could be me and this boy. I think I know who she's talking about in the video, but it could also be aimed at me because some of these relate to me as well.
You haven't been betrayed by the people you trusted the most. You haven't been sexually assaulted. You haven't been almost raped.
Do you know what's disgusting, right? Is that she's posting all this online saying you haven't been sexually assaulted, you haven't been almost raped. But why are you telling everyone online that you have been nearly raped and sexually assaulted? That you should not be telling people online about that. If you have done that, you need to tell like a trusted adult or something. Go get help, you know what I mean? But also, right, if it's at me, I have been sexually assaulted. Like I said, I'm not getting into that. But also, guys also get sexually assaulted, but it's undermined as banter half the time because it's normally their friend doing it. You can't assume it.
You don't overthink. You haven't been bullied. You're a boy. You haven't been through any of the stuff I've been through.
Says, you don't overthink. You're a boy. You don't understand the stuff I go through. Fun fact about men. Most men kill themselves because of mental health problems. You can't assume things, and that's what got me angry. You're a boy. By the way, I think that's aimed at Connor, another guy. He's a bit of a prick. But right, you can't just say that about someone. You're a boy, you don't understand. You haven't been bullied. Like, mate, you can't just assume that about someone. You didn't know him personally. Because he dated Hayley, by the way. Oh, that's a coincidence. He also dated Hayley, my ex-girlfriend. I wasn't bothered by it because we broke up by then. But that's a coincidence that she's going to target another person who's dated someone who she likes. That's not a coincidence, is it? I don't think it is. She targeted people who dated Hayley. She targeted this girl called Lily as well. But I don't want to talk about that because I don't know much about the situation. But she has targeted people that has dated Hayley, which is one of my ex-girlfriends, the one that was caused like had beef with April and all that over. So it's a bit of a coincidence that you're targeting people who date Hayley, so...
You think you're special because you don't deal with that. You're not a therapist friend. You have somebody to vent to. You have it easy. I want to vent to somebody, but they have their own issues. If I turn to my parents, it's all. You don't know what it feels like. Stop lying. People have it harder. If I tell my teachers, they ask me, do you think they do it because they like you? They hate me. They want me dead. They don't care about me. I get called heartless for standing up for myself. They hate me. I hate myself.
Alright, so I want to comment. She was not a therapist friend. She claimed she was, but she was not. When I had problems, I went to Hayley, and then I go to like one of my other friends, like Amy or something. Like, I never went to her for my problems, so how's she on about being a therapist friend? She is not. Also, right, like, she says all that stuff. They hate me. I hate myself. Like, I get people need somewhere to vent, but online, and also your gacha character, like your gacha character is supposed to be a better version of you in a way. That's what my gacha character is, and my persona is like the better version of me, which I do like about my character. So why are you using that as to vent, I guess? Wait, what? In this next video, there's a character that looks exactly like me. Green eyes, brown hair, and I'll explain after you see the video.
Shut up or I'll baiter you.
It's batter.
Stop laughing. I will baiter you.
Okay. Come baiter me.
Are you sure? It will hurt. Ugh, you're so annoying, Liana.
You're not a dog.
In the video, you can obviously see the girl looks a lot like me. Green eyes, well, brown hair, but I back then when it was made, I had brown hair. I had black hair now, I dyed it. I was insecure, I guess. Also, I did not want our incident to go online. And if you don't understand what I mean, because this is gacha skit, well, no. Online, I commented, I'll baiter you. Because I couldn't spell. At 11-year-old, I was expected to know how to spell. And honestly, I was so fucking insecure about my spelling And I didn't want like everyone to know in the world that I couldn't spell properly. And then she just makes fun of me online in front of everyone to see, like, even though it wasn't like gone popular, that's still like someone could easily access that. And that's the part that like got to me. Like, someone could just easily find that video of someone being mean to me, and like, I'm so fucking insecure about my handwriting. Like, I was so stupid as a kid, and that's like the thing that made me insecure. And then she goes and posts about how I can't spell. Like, I shouldn't be threatening to batter her, but like, she also made fun of my other spelling when I was at school as well, and teachers did not care at all. Like, it's the worst part that I got called the bully, but when she was actually making me cry at home, I cried myself to sleep because she wanted to bully me over my spelling, over my writing. Oh, look at me, I can spell, I can't. And that's the thing, that's the part that gets to me, is that I can't fucking spell as she can as a kid, and she bullied me for that, and no one saw that part of her. And also, if you notice the wolf part, I had a cringy account. Oh my god, this part is gonna be like tragic for me to say, but I had a proper cringy account, and basically Taylor, not me, but like a girl called Taylor, because I couldn't think of an original name, so I used Taylor for like my reasons, I guess. She was Michael Afton's kid. This is horrible, by the way. I do not do this anymore. I do have Taylor in my Afton AU, but she's not related to Afton. She knows them. It's a friend of William Afton now. But here's the thing. In that AU, Taylor had the power to turn into a wolf. And when the girl coincidentally turns into a dog in the video. So I'm feeling like she's taking piss out of my videos again there. Even if she isn't, well, it's quite obviously she is. And also, at the end she threw a ball, and her and her friend laughed at throwing a ball at someone. Isn't that bullying? Love, you called me a bully for threatening to batter you, but then you're fucking bullying me. You like, I think she actually did throw a ball at me or something like that. Also, right, another incident happened. I'm in year 4. Our friends are very close friends, and this girl was trying to steal her away and bully her and stuff. So I punched the girl. So I was defending this girl, and then April wants, like, I was defending April, and then April next, like, 2 years later, wants to start calling me a bully because I got defensive over my girlfriend. It's a bit fucked up, but the fucked up part is that I actually cried. Yesterday I actually was like planning this video. I broke down crying because I was so insecure about my handwriting. I actually broke down crying. I just curled up with my cat and just cried. That's how effing insecure I am. And she didn't know that. Like, that's the thing I don't get. I'm sorry I'm yapping so much, but it's kind of the truth. Like, she should not be making fun of someone for their insecurities. She's on about people bullying her for her being insecure. Then she would know what it's like to be bullied. I did not bully her. I threatened her. I was in the wrong to threaten her, but I had every fucking right to threaten her at the same time. I shouldn't have. I should have taken a different route, maybe just talking to her. But right, she made me feel the need to do that. That's the thing. You know, the murderers that used to get bullied and kill the bully, and the bully's the victim? Yeah, that's like a situation that I had. I threatened someone who was annoying me every day, and then I was called the bully. Which I can't. I hated that title, and some like people actually still call me that. And like people actually hated me because I was like that, but it's like, well, it's not my fault. But I think this is all for today. And please, like, if she's watching this, fuck you. Like, back then you were a bitch. You called me out. And if you dare comment saying, actually this happened, this is on my side of the story, alright? Also, I admitted what I did wrong and what you did. So shut the fuck up. I can't. This incident actually haunts me. It haunts me. Like, worse than my sexual assault trauma. Worse than, like, getting yelled at as someone who might be autistic. It's worse than them. That's how bad it was.